ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, may I thank the Minister for Agriculture, Seru Ratu, and Fiji for the warm welcome and the excellent arrangement of our arrival here in Suva. Climate change effect is indeed a challenge to the world over, particularly we in this Pacific region. Prime Minister Bainimarama, I subscribe to all that you have said earlier on in your opening address. My delegation recognized the work on the APA agenda are in different stages. As we head towards COP24, we must and we should discuss our roadmap with milestones in completing our work going into Warsaw 2018 from Bonn. Under your presidency on the COP23, discussions will have to shift away from the conceptual discussion to text-based negotiations under the Paris Agreement. Excellency, here in Suva, my delegation feels that we should focus our discussion on our expectation of COP23 in Bonn, leading to Poland in November 2018. Remember, back in 2015, we issued the Suva Declaration on elements of the Paris Agreement of importance to us. We should keep our eyes on these elements and ensure it is translated into action. These are, sir, clarity on the 2018 facilitative dialogue, the loss and damage to be on the third subsidiary body's agenda, the finance for implementation, the pre-2020 action ratifying the Doha Amendment, the adoption fund to serve the Paris Agreement, and of course the decision to or a protocol adopt the rule sets. I will not go into details of this. It is a subject that we are well versed with. While we support that every issue under the negotiations be done in a balanced and transparent manner, where decisions are ready for adoption, we should adopt them when the CMA is expected to review progress in Bonn this year. Adoption fund to serve the agreement is another agenda we should take on, and we should do that in Bonn. We appreciate that a number of pre-sessional and in-session roundtables will happen prior to the COP23 under your leadership in Bonn. Building on and carry out the May SBs, this should place us in a stronger position. Chair, in closing, when you were talking about the flood, I was worried, and I was thinking of Noah. And when you said that you were going to hang on to the Minister of Agriculture, me too, I'm thinking of doing the same. And I hope he built a bigger boat for the two of us to float on. But sir, my delegation, before closing, may I make a comment on the United Nations intention of withdrawing from the Paris Agreement. A month ago, last month, my Prime Minister was in New York, and we made a statement registering our disappointment on the decision taken by our friend and partner, the United States of America, and urged them to reconsider their stand. 195 countries have already signed the agreement, with 146 ratifying it, and including the Pacific nations. Here in the Pacific, we have so much to lose, while the impact of the climate change is 3 times the global average. The unneighborly behavior by the United States is unacceptable and must be condemned, as you have done so, sir. I bring greetings from the Solomon Islands and thank you all for the last 14 years of partnership under Ramsey, which came to an end last week. A new era of relationship now is upon Solomon Islands. We remain your neighbor and look forward to working with all of you on these issues and all issues of mutual concern to our people. Third, the climate change issue is a war, nature versus mankind. Natural disaster is something that mankind cannot control. But what we can control, let us have the courage and wisdom to do so. Solomon Islands support Fiji's presidency on COP23, and let me assure the Pacific Island countries and the small island developing states around the world that Solomon Island is with you in our effort during the intervention at the COP23 in Bonn, Germany. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you one and all.